All right, Cholo Trucker here for Los Tres Chingones Boxing. Shout outs to all my chingones out there and my chingonas, man. Big shouts to my brothers in crime in the Tres Chingones Boxing, that being one, Mr. David Contreras and Mike Zavala. Hey, let me tell you guys something, dog. My guys in crime, okay? Both Mike and David, the other chingones on this channel, they are kicking ass, Holmes. Those vatos are lighting it up. They interviewed Jose Benavidez. If you guys are watching this live, they interviewed him yesterday. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna leave the link to that interview in the comment section once we're done here. If you guys want to go check it out. En español. I didn't really know too much about Jose Benavidez, Senior, that is. Of course, we're going to get into the fight with his son. His son lost. He's also the father of David Benavidez. We'll get into all that. But I seen him interviewed before, but it was all kind of like really professional. You know what I mean? It was all like here with my guys in crime, David Contreras and Mike Zavala. It looked like he was just kind of kicking it, sitting back, and just chopping it up with a couple of guys from the block, Holmes. And he just kind of let loose a little bit. Hey, I gotta tell you, man, I like that man. I really do. Like I said, I've seen him interviewed before, but not like this. What a good man. Serio. I really enjoyed it, man. So you guys got to check it out, man. Serio, my partners in crime, David Contreras and Mike Zavala, they are kicking ass. And I'm not just saying that because those are my boys, dog. They would let you know. I would tell them if they weren't, I would tell them like, hey guys, you guys got to try something different. Nah, Charlie, dog. They are kicking ass, Holmes. What's up, Andres? That's right, Cholo. They are. Yeah, James Ortega. What's going on? This Salvador Sanchez. Hey, what's going on? Damn, homie, it's been a while. Yeah, I remember the story that you said about your phone and all, man. All right. Hey, welcome back, big dog. Welcome back. All right, guys. So look, I got a few minutes. I thought I got to come on and give my thoughts on the fight over the weekend once the smoke clears. Definitely, I want to talk about the main event. Before we do that, let's go ahead and let's talk about the controversy in the Antoine Russell fight against Francis Bartholomew. Okay, look, what's up, Andrew? The fight was stopped. Everybody was pissed. Bartholomew, dog, his corner was really pissed. I got to side with them. I didn't see enough there for them to stop the fight. And it was a good fight, man. It was a good fight. He was in the fight. Right from the beginning of the fight, homie, I was like, damn, this is good. This is good. I think Antoine Russell is he's getting what he needs here. He's getting some good experience. I mean, Bartholomew, dog, he's a veteran in the game. He's been around the block a few times, right? He's not no big star. We all know that. He doesn't really sell too much. We know that. But he's a veteran in the game. He gets caught. He goes down. It's not like he goes down on his back or anything. He goes down to a knee, gets back up. And he didn't look like he was that in trouble, dog. It's not like he was on, crazy spaghetti legs, really trying to keep his balance. Nah, Charlie, homie. By the way, shouts to everybody watching on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. It probably took him a second or two to, kind of get his, feet, his legs beneath him, but he looked all right. I'm not going to say he was 100%, but I've seen fighters much worse. and they were able to come back. And a veteran like him, I'm not sure why they stopped it. Man, that referee's getting some heat. Damn, he's getting some heat. I heard quite a few things, quite a few rumors on that referee, but I'm not really sure if it's true or not. I don't really know, dog. Pinche Jose Benavidez, he needs to retire. He has no leg movement since he got shot. We'll definitely get into that, dog. QOCT still need to hear the one in Espanol with Jose Sr. Let's talk boxing. Hey, Joaquin, I'm leaving that link in the comment section. I'm going to leave that link in the comment section once we wrap it up right here. But I'm telling you guys, dog, my boy David and Mike, they're kicking ass over there, dog. They're kicking ass right here on Los Tres Chingones en Español. Great interview with Jose Benavidez. Again, I'm not just saying that because those are my boys, dog. Ask them. They will let you know that if I didn't think that, I would let them know. I'll be like, hey, guys, you guys got to try something different. Chale. They're kicking ass. But what a good fight between Antoine Russell and Francis Bartholomew. No need for the stoppage. No need for the stoppage. Let the fight go on. Francis, he's a veteran, man. Let him try to wiggle around. Let him do his thing. He's a veteran in the game, homie. When I saw the knockdown, I'm like, oh, damn, okay. He got him with a good one. It's a good fight. Back and forth kind of fight. I'm entertained. He gets up. Never did I once think like, oh, man, you better take a closer look at him, Holmes. This vato looks like he might not all be there. Never did that once ever cross into my mind. The referee grabs his gloves, wipes them on his shirt like you're supposed to. And then he just looks at him in the face and then waves it off. I'm like, what the hell's going on? Immediately. Francis Bartholomew was like, what the hell? That corner was pissed, and rightfully so. Because let's be honest, man. Look, dog, okay? While he's a veteran in the game, he doesn't get a lot of big fights, dog, okay? Because he doesn't sell that much, homie. He's not that popular. All right? This was a big chance for him, man, because Antoine Russell is becoming a pretty decent name. I'm not going to say big name, not yet. He might get there one day. He's on his way to getting there, but he's not a big name yet. But for the level in the tier where this fight's taking place for Francis Bartholomew, yeah, this is a pretty big fight, man, for him. And who knows how many more chances he's going to get. Let's see. Sometimes you have to let the fighter fight. I agree. Yeah. If the referee saw something, it's like, okay, you know what? I'm going to let it go. I'm going to keep a real close eye. If I see you get in trouble, boom, I'm stopping it. There was no need to stop it. He wasn't on spaghetti legs. That was like an amateur fight stoppage. Yeah, see, and Joaquin's got a boxing background, man. I've seen footage of homeboy right here throw down. What a terrible stoppage. And like I said, man, I'm not sure where this look. Antoine Russell, not his fight. No need to boo him. That's another thing, homie. I don't like that, dog. I don't like when you start booing the guy that won. It's not that guy's fault. Like when Chavez Jr., when he quit, when they fought in Arizona against Daniel Jacobs. Why are people throwing things to Daniel Jacobs? It's not his fault. It's not his fault Chavez Jr. is a little punk-ass fool dog that didn't want to answer the bell. So no need to blame Antoine Russell, man. Leave the guy alone. He was putting up a good fight. Both of them were. Let's put it on the ref. And it sucks for Bartholomew, dog, because I'm not really sure how many more chances the guy's gonna get. But with that, let's move on just real quick. Quite a few years ago, one of my, I shouldn't say favorite, I guess I'll say favorite up and coming heavyweights was babyface Adam Kodnowski. He starts off the fight pretty fast, then he slows down, loses again, and does actually lose the fight. And that's it, dog. That's it for him. He's just he's gonna be a gatekeeper. He's a journeyman, and that's just gonna be his role now. He's a somewhat of a decent name. I think he's a decent boxer. I don't think he's got a lot of power to his punches. He throws a lot of punches, especially in the beginning of the fight. But from here on out, I just think they're gonna be using him to step up other fighters, right? Like any upcoming heavyweight, they might look to throw him in against babyface Adam Kodnowski. What's up, Hectic? Fellas, work, but I'm still here listening. Gracias. I appreciate you, homie. All right, guys, let's get to the main event, man. Okay. Danny Garcia makes his debut at 154 against Jose Benavidez Jr. All right. Good fight. I enjoyed it. I was a little bit frustrated as well. It's kind of what I thought from the get-go, that Danny Garcia was already a small guy for 147 pounds. He wasn't a big guy for 147. That's why when I heard that he was going to 154, I'm like, damn, how's that going to work? Unless this Vato's like really beefing up. I'm telling you guys, man, what I saw was a very, very small. Nah, forget about it. He wasn't small. He was tiny. Danny Garcia inside of that ring. He possesses boxing skills, and he showed them off, and he has some pretty good combinations. I won't say that Danny Garcia doesn't have boxing skills, because he does. And I like Danny Garcia. If he decides to stay at 154, homie, and get in there with some of the guys at 154, hey, dog, they're going to eat him up. He is way too small. He couldn't hurt Benavidez. Benavidez has problems moving. Right? We all know what happened to him. Got shot in the knee. So he has problems moving. Now, did Danny win the fight? Yes. Yes. I thought Benavidez put up a good performance, the best that he can with the mobility that he has. He's limited. I thought it was a pretty good fight. Wanted to see more movement from Benavidez. I think that's what he was lacking. But at the same time, dog, he's limited on what he can do. I still think he can have a boxing career. Don't get me wrong. But Danny, I'm telling you, if he just wanted to go up to 154 just to kind of test that and then go back down to 147, okay, just so he could say that he did it. All right, I get it, Holmes. But outside of that, dog, you put Danny Garcia in there against Jermell Charlo. Come on, dog. That vato, he might as well throw strawberries at Jermell Charlo. Maybe that'll hurt him more than actually throwing punches, because his punches weren't doing a damn thing against Benavidez. You might as well throw water balloons. Maybe the water will get in their eyes. Because Danny, your punches are not gonna hurt anybody at 154, dog. Even at the weigh-ins, he didn't even. It seemed like he didn't even have to try. I think he weighed in like at 152. Good boxer. I won't take that away from him. Good boxer. I know Angel Garcia, his dad, came out and said, "No, my son's not too." After the fight, comes out and says, "Oh, my son's not too small for 154." But I mean, you can't really take Angel too serious. We all know that fool's a character. A lot of people don't like him. To me, hey, Holmes, he's entertaining. But you get him in there with some of these true 154 pounders, dog, it ain't gonna happen, Holmes. It is not gonna happen. You're better off throwing water balloons. You're better off, dog, because your punches aren't effective at that weight class. They weren't that effective at 147, but they're more effective there than they are at 154 against true 154 pounders. Come on, homie. Come on, dog. If you guys want, go back and rewatch. Just rewatch one round. Look how small that vato looked. It's just Benavidez. He's limited in what he can do in there. Give him credit, homie. The vato's got heart. I won't take that away from him. I think he's a decent fighter as well. He could be a lot better, right? If he didn't suffer that incident, getting shot in the knee. Let me see. Damn, back in the day, I thought the super fight would have been Benavidez against Frankie Gomez. Hey, Frankie Gomez, man. Yeah. Garcia is going to cash himself out unless he can get rematch with Thurman. Yeah, so see, there's a thing, man. So, okay, so now Danny Garcia is kind of on his high horse now. He feels like he accomplished something pretty big. And look, man, I'm not trying to rain on the Vatos parade. Look, he said he'd go up to 154, and he did. He said he'd fight, somewhat of a somebody. And yeah, homie, he did, right? It's not somebody that we've never heard of before, from some country that we can never even point out on the globe or anything, right? We know Jose Benavidez Jr. We also know that he's limited. But after seeing that fight, I'm convinced there is no way Danny Garcia's punches are going to be effective at that weight class with anybody. I mean, look, Benavidez said it at the end of the fight, and I know some people might think like, well, you're supposed to say that. I'm not too sure, man. I believe the guy. He said, nah, he wasn't hurt at all. And I believe him. He never looked hurt. He looked a little frustrated, but he never looked hurt. So I'm not going to rain on Danny's parade here. He did what he said he was going to do. All right. Hey, you handled yours. I don't know. Don't stick around there, though, at 154. Now he wants Well, I mean, there's talks about him. He wants a rematch with Errol Spence, which I don't want to see that again. I already saw that. I needed everything I needed to see in that fight. Of course, he comes out with his excuses, talking about that. Hey, he wasn't 100% for that fight. Hey, whatever, Holmes. Then there's the Keith Thurman rematch. I'll say this, man. I'll give it to Danny Garcia. This guy has been in the ring with Keith Thurman. He's been in the ring with Sean Porter. He's been in the ring with Errol Spence. The guy's no punk. The Vato's no punk, dog. I'll definitely give him that, homie. He lost against all three of those guys, but he got in there. And outside of the Errol Spence Jr. fight, man, he put up some great fights, man. At the moment, could he get the Thurman rematch? Man, I don't know, dog. I'm seeing a lot of Thurman trying to get in there with Errol Spence Jr. How true is that? I don't know. But the way things are going, I think it's possible. So what will be next for Danny Garcia? Look, who knows, man? Maybe he could talk Sean Porter to come out of retirement to give him that to run it back with him. They had a good fight, right? If Thurman is not going to give him the rematch, maybe he reaches out to Sean Porter. Because if he sticks around at 154, dog, hey, dog, he's driving a knife right through the heart of his career. And if Angel really cares about his son, he would tell him that. He is way too damn small. Personally, I think Danny Garcia can still make 140. But hey, homie, it's his career, right? He's the one that has to cut the weight. And he can make some noise down there. But as far as this fight goes, look, I liked it. It was a little frustrating seeing Danny Garcia throwing his combinations and Jose not really being able to answer back, dog, because his mobility, how he's limited. So it was a little bit frustrating, but either way, I was still picking Danny Garcia to win. I think he is a skillful boxer. I think his boxing skills are too good for his dad, Angel. I don't think Angel can bring out the best in his son, Danny Garcia. And it's a damn shame that Danny Garcia will never get rid of his old man. And probably we don't gotta. It probably doesn't have to be worded that way. It probably doesn't have to be get rid of the old man. But you know what? Hey, pops, you took me as far as you could. You know what? I got to get an elite trainer to really get my skills, to get the best out of me. All right, there's my brothers in crime right there, man. Again, if you guys did not check out the interview, I'm dropping the link in the comment section. You guys got to go check it out, man. The interview with Jose Benavidez Sr. I think Danny Garcia, I'm not going to say he's an elite boxer, but he's a really good boxer. He's not going to let go of his dad. And that's what's going to hold his career back. And he's really running out of time because he's not in his 20s anymore. he's going to allow his old man to keep training him, even though Danny Garcia's skills are way too much for his old man to handle. But at 154, hey, homie, size does matter. His punches have little to no effect at that weight class. Shout outs to Benavidez Jr., man. Went in there, put up a good fight. It was a good night of boxing, dog. It was a good night of boxing. Bad stoppage. That was something else. Adam Kalnowski came out on fire like the first 2-3 rounds. Man, that guy couldn't stop punching. He just kept punching and punching and punching. And I'm like, orale, dog. All right, here we go, dog. Here we go. He just faded off. And then the main event, just seeing Danny just in there, he looked like a micro machine. Remember Arturo Garin being in the same situation. He was too big for 140, but too small for 147. Yeah, but yeah, Joaquin. But Danny's too small for 154. And at the same time, I'm not going to say he's too small for 147, but he's still kind of a small guy for 147. So I'm not really sure, man, if he is 100% dedicated and he just doesn't want to go through the struggle to cut weight. Because like I said, when he weighed in for this fight, he came in at 152. So it's not like, hey, man, there was some sort of, he had to cut some weight, man, to really try to make this weight class. But, hey, man, he looked tiny. Forget about looking small. He looked tiny in there. Boxing skills are there. Definitely won the fight. But he's just too small. His punches are not effective. They are not effective. Jermell Charlo will kill him. He'll annihilate him. Brian Castaño, come on, dog. He'll chew him like a piece of chicle and spit him out. So let me ask you guys, man, before we get out of here. Do you guys want to see Jose Benavidez Jr. fight again? Or do you guys think because of his injury that he suffered, the balazo to the knee, should he just hang it up? Should he call it a career? Personally, man, I think the guy's got a lot of heart. I think the guy can have a career. As far as him making it to the top, no, he can have some good fights with a couple of good fighters here and there and make a little bit of feria, yeah. But as far as making it to the top of 154, nah, chale, dog. It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, but we got to stick with reality. Let's see, the older you get, the harder it is to cut. You have young welterweights walking around the 180s at least. Yeah, Joaquin. I get you. Let's see, Cholo Trucker. Are you ready? Saturday fight, Virgil Ortiz. Man, you know what? I hope that I'm able to watch that fight live. I'm going to be in Las Vegas for my homeboy's getting married. So we're doing his bachelor weekend out in Vegas. So hopefully we could find a spot. They're boxing fans, but they're not like crazy boxing fans, dog. But hopefully I could watch that live. If not, don't trip. I'm definitely going to watch it. Virgil Ortiz is my favorite fighter. I love Virgil Ortiz. I got some money on Virgil. Oh yeah, that's a good bet right there, man. Should hang it up. Maybe help his dad with with the fighter. He could really be seriously hurt. Yeah, that's a when you want to think about the person's health. Um, yeah, man. I think he still has a passion for it. What's up, D Style? D Style, real quick before I wrap it up, man. Jose Benavidez Jr. We all know what happened to him. He can't move around the ring. He got shot in the knee, so he's limited on what he can do. Should he hang it up? I'm saying, look, he can still have a career, but he cannot make it to the top. And that's okay. If you still got the passion and the love to be in the ring, obviously you want to be number one. Obviously you want to make it to the top. But reality is, Holmes, you got shot in the knee. You can still have a career. You can still make money in this. You can still have a couple of good fights here and there. But as far as making it to be the number one guy, that's, man, homie, you're limited. Sorry, it can't happen, dog. Or I don't want to say it can't happen, but I mean, definitely anything's possible, right? But I mean, you're limited, man. Unlike so many other fighters. What's up, G Funky? Let me see. He should fight B level, C level guys. That's what I'm talking about, D style. That's what I'm talking about. See, that's what if he doesn't want to get out of the ring, if he still has that love and that passion, like Rocky Balboa, right? He still wanted to get in the ring, even though the Vato was 1,000 years old. But if he still wants to do it, he's got to realize, like, hey, you know what? 154, okay, I can't be going after the Jamel Charlos. Fight, yeah, B level, C level guys, make a couple of bucks here and there, and you're still getting in the ring doing your thing. If a big opportunity comes your way, of course, you're not going to pass it up. And Danny Garcia, where does he go from here? Again, I don't know how serious everybody takes Angel Garcia. I agree. I'm not sure how serious people take Angel Garcia, but the Spence rematch, forget about it, dog. That's I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Should you get Keith Thurman? That's pretty good right there. Thurman trying to stick his hand in between the Crawford and Spence negotiations. And hey, Holmes, I'm telling you guys this. It could happen. I'm not saying it's going to, and I'm not saying that's what I'm rooting for. But Spence versus Thurman, it can happen. Dan Garcia's days are numbered. He's food at 155. Oh, hell yeah, he's food at 150. Dog, he's an appetizer, homie. That guy is tiny at 154. I'll use him for a toothpick after a real meal. Very true, bro. I can't wait for someone to beat Charlo. But for right now, he's the man at 154. Charlo will eat Garcia. Dog, Joaquin, Charlo will kill Danny Garcia. Charlo won't even have to put his hands up. Danny could go and start working him like a punching bag. Jermell Charlo will stand there laughing. Like if Garcia's throwing grapes at him or something. His punches, they're just not there for that weight class. They're barely there for 147. So, Danny, I mean, I don't know, man. If Angel cares about his son, he'll tell him, look, son, we did it at 154. We got out of there alive. We did good. We got the victory. Let's get back down to reality. Let's go down to 147 and let's see if we could get the Keith Thurman fight. Who knows? Maybe, like I said earlier, you could talk Sean Porter to coming out of retirement, probably running that back, doing something, man. But Dan Garcia, I do like him. He does have skills, but he's only going to go so far with Angel in his corner. Angel is not an elite trainer. Angel does not know how to get the best out of the skills that his son possesses. And that is how Danny Garcia's career is going to end up going. He's not a young kid anymore. He's got more years behind him than he does in front of him in the sport. And it's a shame because this guy could have been much more in the sport. But is that father and son thing? Let's see. Danny Pillow Hands. Oh, man, especially at 154, dog. Especially there. Press conference and weigh-ins would be fun. Sensitive as Charlo is. That would be, look, if it happens, of course I'm going to watch, dog. Especially Angel Garcia talking some masa to Jermell Charlo. Come on, dog. That's once upon a time, Thurman versus Spence happens. It would be ugly for Thurman. Yeah, I mean, like again, I'm not rooting for it. I'm not saying that's what's gonna happen, but he's sticking his hand in there, and it might happen, guys. It might happen. Instead of Spence versus Crawford, it might end up being Spence versus Thurman. It definitely could happen. But hey, time will tell. Jose Benavidez, if he decides to hang it up, ole dog, hey. No criticism here. You got shot in the knee, homie. You're limited. If he decides to continue his career, that's cool. Hey, just know where you're at. That's it, man. You know, fight a couple of C, B level fighters. You still got that passion. You can't let it go. Hey, man, stay in that ring, but don't bite off more than you can chew, man. You could really get hurt. Danny Garcia, dog, just go back to 147. And if Angel cares about him, he'd tell him the same thing instead of running his mouth, dog. But look, Angel's he's entertaining. So see, I think Angel will help him back. I agree, he would do better than Crazy Pops. Thurman can't take body shots. Spence. Oh yeah, no, Spence. I think Spence will beat Thurman. I think he'll smash on him. But again, I'm not rooting for that fight to be next. But I think that's what's gonna happen, dog. I hope I'm wrong. But I'm gonna get up out of here, guys. Angel Garcia talks masa to everybody except Robert Garcia. Oh yeah, dog. Right there. He didn't have much to say, huh, Jackson? Hey, when it was shoot, Ruben Guerrero, right? When it was with him, orale, homie, it was all respect. Nothing but respect, homie. Yeah. Oh, man. Hey, shout outs to all my chingones and the chingonas. There's one right there. One, Miss Vanessa. Shout outs to all my chingones, all my chingonas. Cholo Trucker, Los Tres Chingones Boxing.